Ebrar, thank you for being here with me. So before we start, can
Mhm.
you make a brief intro about yourself and how you got to where you are?
Mhm. First of all, thank you for your opportunity. Actually, I'm really happy to be here to talk with you first of all, and
Hmm.
talk with others, of course. I'm Ebrar Gül from Turkey. I'm 23 years old. I live in Istanbul in Turkey. I think the most popular city in Turkey. Everyone should know it. I think like this. I'm a university student in Istanbul in Yeditepe University, and also I'm being a professional esport caster for more than 5 years in Turkey. I has been a caster when I'm 18 years old, and then from that time I'm doing it professionally from now on. I'm also a gamer. I want. I really like to play some competitive FPS games. So when I was a university student and a gamer in the same time, I wanted to have a environment, have some places to competition in our universities in Turkey, but I couldn't find anything in Turkey. So I'm being caster and I'm in university. I'm a student in university. So I said like, why not I do it? Like place an environment for university students, competition, uh, high level of competition in universities. I think that would be the best idea. I have some connections in some brands in some esports things because I'm being casting for more than 5 years in Turkey. So I think I can do it for myself, and I started uh, trying to organize the all things about Elixir Uni Series. That's why I'm here, I think.
Yeah, amazing. And how did you like? Why Counter Strike?
Mhm.
Why did you select that video game to start your league?
Yeah, actually, in that times, I think Valorant is a bit popular, a bit more popular than Counter Strike, especially in
Hmm.
Turkey, not in Europe, but I think in the US, in North America, and actually in some part of Turkey, I think Valorant is a bit more popular. I know that actually, but um, Riot Games has some different policies about organizing some tournaments, like some strict rules. You should properly use it. You should properly obey them, and I think that's killing a bit the frequency, the energy of the university esports things because you shouldn't make the tournament. You shouldn't organize your tournament in between that dates. They say to you, the Riot Games say to you, so you shouldn't do it. But as a university students, it must be a season, right? It must be a long term thing, so university students can do it. But in Valorant you cannot do it. So personally, I also love Counter Strike more than Valorant, to be honest. So I started to doing it.
Amazing, amazing. And let's use this minutes that we have, to like
Mhm,
do like a realistic breakdown so we can add
mhm,
value here. And because because I think like you can give a very like brief like step by step on like
mhm,
how from an idea, okay, how you converted it into like an actual university league. So
mhm.
what would be like the first steps, right? You found that there's nothing like of like this in Turkey. Okay, so
Mhm.
you decide
Yeah.
to create it, but like, what were the steps?
Yeah, actually, I firstly want to know who wants to be like me in other universities or in my university, like who wants to play in a university league in Turkey. I
Mm.
start to understand how much people we are actually like, and I try to connect, and I try to reach out the other universities, their esports clubs, their esports communities, and I wanted to know that how much people we can find to organize a league together. Yeah, in the organization part, I'm doing many things for by myself, but who wants to be with me in that path? So I try to reach out many universities in, first of all, Istanbul, because uh, before we step up to Turkey, I think like if I start to do it in Istanbul, it would be better for me because I can reach out many people more because I have many friends also in different universities in Istanbul, so I can reach out them and I can find a way to connect their esports communities as well. And then maybe Turkey, maybe Europe, I can add something on it step by step. So we started to do it with Istanbul. Uh, the first thing I did is to reach out other universities in Istanbul and their esports communities. So can we find someone to do the league? That's the first thing I did, and then I try to organize something besides of how many universities can compete in our tournament. Uh, for example, in this first year, 12 other universities are um, 12 other universities are competing in our league. So I decided to do two groups format and then playoffs together like this, and then try to reach out many brands so they can support us, they can be sponsors for us, for our league, for our prize pool, for our organization, things like we try to reach out many brands in the same way, like this actually.
Amazing. And how do you plan on recruiting like one person at a time that can help you? Because how do you sell them, the the dream of, like, building something that is actually
Mhm,
valuable for Turkish community, and honestly, not at the price that they deserve at the beginning.
mhm,
Although if it really works, they have a lot of leverage, right? But like at the
mhm.
beginning, how do you make people come to your team when honestly you can't offer them like the same money like a traditional company can, right, in
Yeah.
another sector?
Yeah, as I said, first of all, I tried to reach out to people who wants to be like me, who wants to compete in the
Hmm.
league. So many of them is really ambitious about playing in the league without any prize or without anything. I want to be the best team in the Istanbul. I want to be the best university team in the Istanbul. That's the first thing they can find out. And
Hmm.
they were really ambitious about it. So I didn't say anything like, guys, if you join my league and if you win the league, you will get this money, you will get these equipments. I didn't say anything like that. But 12 universities in the same way, 60 other players wanted to compete in our league because they are really ambitious about esports. They just want to feel the competition feelings in their minds, in their bloods maybe. They
Hmm.
want to be together with their team, and they want to see their opponents as well in the same place, and they want to feel like an esports player. That's all we did. So everyone wants to come uh, to play our league without any prize pool.
Hmm. Amazing. And related to, also, you mentioned that you did some outreach of potential sponsors. Like,
Mhm,
how do you select what companies to reach out to, or
mhm,
is it just like uh, to everyone, or is it
mhm.
like, how do you segment that, and what's your approach?
Yeah, first of all, we did a classification about, for example, in online shopping brands, like the fast food brands, like junk food brands, or something like that. We did the classification, and then we select them from the old pool, like who is related to esports, who is uh, who is doing an organization in esports. Like in Turkey,
Hmm.
some brands are doing the third party tournaments in Turkey. For example, Monster is the most popular brand in gaming laptops in Turkey, not the drink one. This is the other brand. Like Monster
Hmm.
is doing every year tournament in Turkey, so we reach out them. Or some brands of the pool are being sponsored for the esports team in Turkey, like Foot Esports, BBL, Eternal Fire. They have many sponsors in Turkey. So, like some of them is being sponsored to them. Now,
Hmm.
I actually I want to say that in here, many brands are uh, has zero idea about esports. Like we are trying to reach them, and they are asking me like, some guys are playing together, and you are casting it. You are being professional on it. Is it real or something? Like some of them is really has zero idea about them. We we didn't want to teach them esports first. Some brands are knowing esports, some brands know what's esports. We tried to reach them first to get more faster things.
Amazing, amazing.
We chose like this.
And because I don't believe, like, how do I put it? Like, I know when a brand says
Mhm,
a no, it's that it's one's fault for not communicating the benefits,
mhm,
enough for the brand to see it. So, like, how do you communicate the benefits of sponsoring your league to brands that actually understand esports? Okay, because like
mhm,
the process of educating a brand to them
mhm.
potentially is like okay, but like
Yeah,
for brands
it's
that
really hard.
already understand esports, like
Mhm.
how do you communicate those benefits uh, so they can actually see them?
Yeah, actually, I we want to use the thing, like I'm being professional caster for them for more than 5 years in
Hmm.
Turkey. So I casted like tons of events. I know how it's going on. I don't know how. I know that, so I can organize it. Um we wanted to see the brand. We know something. We are not far away from the esports organizations. We are onto it. We are into it. So we know how to do a tournament. We know how to um, how can I say, how to make happy to players. We can how to make happy for the audiences. We
Hmm.
know how to make happy to other brands, to sponsors. We know that because I'm in the organizations for more than 5 years. I know how things are going on. We wanted to know. We wanted to brands know this first of all, and then we we show them the university sports committees, university sports communities are really high, many high potential, like for everything, for social media, for physical appearances. They have many members on it, and this is the huge pool. This is a very big pool. We wanted to show them this one because in many universities, like some esports communities has more than 1000 people. Just one university I'm talking about. In Istanbul we have more
Hmm.
than 20 universities. Like that means in just one city in Istanbul, in Turkey, you have more than nearly 15,000 people. That's huge, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No,
And we
amazing, amazing.
wanted to show them. Mhm,
Also, you mentioned that you've tried with orgs that understand esports, that
mhm,
fast food, and many others. Have you tried with uh, companies in the education space that sell a product or service? Because you have a community of like
mhm,
students that are, like follow the
mhm,
league, like maybe not all compete, but like also follow, and they're into it, and brands sometimes, like collaborating with or partnering with universities, or letting the universities letting them uh, sell the products or services, can be very complicated. But with a league
mhm.
like yours, that you have access to like x amount of students,
Yeah.
okay, I think brands in the education space, okay, can be a very good fit for to find to get a sponsors to your league.
Yeah, I think that's better idea, besides of our idea. I didn't see a window like this before you said to me, but I think in Turkey, unfortunately, um, the view of people is a bit different than you think. They
Hmm.
they separate the things between education and esports. If you want to be an esports player, you can't go to school, right? Yeah.
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
you are doing a league with students.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they compete in Counter Strike, but they're
Mm-hmm.
students, and
Yeah.
you would be surprised. Of course, there's the cultural differences that you know more than I do best. Okay, because you're
Yeah.
from Turkey and you operate there. But like, like there's many companies that cannot access students that easily, right? That sell products or services in the education
Mm-hmm.
space and that you can leverage. So,
Yeah, I think we need to have more knowledge about this. I think we need to
mm,
have more knowledge about the companies which is doing some product or services in education, and maybe we should talk some one of them into it, so maybe we can have more ideas about this. But because of like something I said to you, we have a bit far away from the education services, but maybe this can this can find something else for our league, maybe. Yeah,
okay.
we should
Yes,
think about it.
they're doing esports, but they're
Hmm.
students.
Yeah, they are students at the end of the day.
But
You're absolutely right, actually. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And what other like operational like challenges have you encountered? Okay, and how did you like fix them? Because you have to be
Yeah.
quick sometimes.
Yeah, generally. Actually, I'm nearly fully alone for all the
Okay.
organization, for the all the
Hmm.
organization. Like I reached out all the universities, all the esports communities as for by myself, and I also trying to reach out all the brands, all the companies for by myself again. I'm here for by myself again as an organizer in Elixir Uni Series. I'm doing the social media things for by myself. I'm casting all the matches for by myself. Like I'm nearly the graphic designer all by myself. Yeah, that is a bit hard because I also have a student life. I also have some lessons. I also have some exams. I also have a job. I'm also doing casting, professional casting in studios in my home sometimes. So it can be a really challenging thing. Like I should do the all the things for by myself. It was a bit hard actually. Yeah, it's still hard actually because, like I said to you before the stream, we have some official games in LAN environment tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday mornings in the
Yeah,
most, I think, famous internet cafe in Istanbul.
yeah,
So I will go there for by myself as an organization part, and I will do everything for by myself. If a player, if a student has a problem, I'll solve it for by myself. And when the match starts, I will be in the stream room and I will cast the matches for by myself once again. uh, I think that's the most challenging thing. I have some like weird behaviors. I want to be everything should be perfect, and I think with volunteers sometimes you cannot be the perfect with the other guys. So I decided to do everything for by myself. That's really challenging for me for now on.
yeah. With time, you're gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
That you can't do everything, but you start by yourself. I started
Hmm.
by myself
Yeah, as a
in
founder, you
in,
will
in
understand me, I
esports.
think, the best way.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna, have to learn on how to, get people in your team under conditions,
Hmm.
that they would get like triple somewhere else, but like with a good, scalable model on how they can grow in the company if they reach
Hmm.
certain milestones. I think, that's the best,
Yeah.
because but yeah, that's something, first, like hitting that sponsorship money or finding ways to monetize, okay,
Hmm.
is the number one, okay, and you are already doing like a super like, like you have a very smooth league, okay, you offer a good service and stuff,
Hmm.
so as long as you focus on that and improve the quality, you'll have more audience, and at the end of the day, the brands that will join you is because they want to get into your audience, and you're gonna
Yeah.
ask money for it. Yeah, so amazing. Yes, and what would you say is like the biggest mistake you've made so far?
I think I should organize something more earlier than I did from now on. That's our first season. Everything is going like everything started actually for let's see what we can do. Like then I cannot say that's the biggest mistake I did for from now on. But I think I should be more punctual sometimes. I'm a bit
Yeah.
lazy because I'm doing this all stuff for by
Hmm.
myself. Maybe I can do something earlier and I can do the organization earlier. I can do I can try to reach out universities earlier so everything can be more smooth. Everything can be go more smooth. But
Hmm.
I think everything is going smooth enough for from now on. Actually, but like I said, this is our first season. I Everything started like let's see what we can do. So maybe I passed this question because this is our first season. But like
Okay.
I said, I can be more. I can organize something more earlier than I did.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
that's for
that's
the
the
next
thing.
season.
Hmm.
You live in it, and you learn. And for the next season, what would you say like is how would you define success for
Hmm.
your second season?
Yeah, actually, we want to reach out more universities in Istanbul because I said there is a pool like more than 30 universities in Istanbul, but
Hmm.
I reach out only like 17 of them or something like that. But from now on, actually, when we start the first season, some other universities said to me, they direct message to me like, "I think we should join it. We passed it, but I think we should join it." Like some of them said that. So I think I want to be more more like how can I say more discovery about the universities in Istanbul. Um, Maybe more than 30 universities can join our league and they can compete. That would be the best thing for me. And of course I wanted to give like meaningful prizes to students who is really successful in this game. Maybe if I have a sponsor like about pricing pool, that would be the best thing for me. I can say that two things: more universities and meaningful prize pool is the best thing. Would be the best thing for me in the second season.
Hmm. And one other thing that I like you mentioned, especially at the beginning of the talk, was like
Hmm.
this opportunity wasn't there, so I created it.
Hmm.
And many students that are that want to get into esports are just waiting, applying to specific jobs in
Hmm.
organizations in the space, and they're not getting hired, or it's not what they thought. But like honestly, like there's a lot of positions and a lot of things that you can create and go out there and and and
Hmm.
just create. That's how you are gonna have the most value. But like to my question, basically,
Yeah.
what other advice would you give like students that want to get into esports?
Yeah, I wanted to answer it besides of Turkey because in Turkey I think esports is getting being harder every day.
Hmm.
Yeah, esports sector is going bigger, but everything is going worst like counter of it. I like how I cannot even understand, but um, we are talking with our friends or maybe some other high school students or some they ask me for I want to be an esport player and then study in university, like what should I do you have any advice for me? They are direct messaging me for something like that, but I'm saying first, like education should be the first in especially in Turkey. I don't have some um, pure knowledge about the Europe or US, but I think education should be the first thing in Turkey. You mustn't get rid of it. So esports should be second thing every time. Because of it, I think in Turkey, you must study. Like you must study to your lessons more than esports, especially sometimes. But I believe that everyone can do it in the same way, in the same time, like esports and being university student at the same time. So like I should say that education should become should become first, because
Mhm.
after your university you can be an esports player too, but the university chance can be go away from you as well. But I think the students in not Turkey shouldn't take it an advice for themselves, because I'm talking for Turkey.
Yeah, yeah. But like doing education, okay, if you're already in university and being
Hmm.
an esports player or doing your org as a side hustle, like
Hmm.
if it's not giving you like a full-time salary, stick
Hmm.
to education. Or if you are working full-time and you want to start, I don't know, a league or a team, like if you get like investment, okay, you can try for 1 2 years, but usually, like, don't abandon when you have full time,
Hmm.
and build
Yeah.
that on the side until that on the
Yeah.
side can become your full time thing. Because sometimes people just go like, oh, all in, and then okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's what I talk
so
about.
depends on how much investment you get, and also like it depends on your situation. But for most people, like, treat it as a side thing until it can become a full-time thing, but don't go full-time on something that will disrupt, right, what you already have that is paying the bills. So yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, amazing. Ebrar, is there anything else that you would like to mention, that we haven't talked about?
Um, I think no. Thanks for your opportunity once again. We have a good we have being together with esportion as well. So thanks to esportion as well. Because I think you are the I think I don't know how can I say, but you are the most helpful helpful company in the worldwide to help university students who is being with esports as well. So thank you for your opportunity and thanks for your support. I think in the future we can do something better together.
Mhm.
uh, I think if we grow up, you are be the one of the things you are really supportful for us. Um, Thank you everyone who watched this. That's all I say.
Ebrar, thank you for your words, man,
Hmm.
and yeah, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
we'll have to do a next podcast, in the next incoming season. Okay. Also.
I hope so.